Hail, bird of prey! 5! Hail, Karuga!
Qapla!
Qapla!
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Karuga. That's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to tip your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
If you come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. If you're here to make war, we surrender.
Both good. The important thing is I'm meeting new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework factory. From now on, it's gonna be under one roof. You're gonna run it like a business. And that means you're gonna make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before, or since. Tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Bird o' Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hello world, it's Bird o' Prey 5, Qapla, and welcome to Bed Life for Monday, June 17th, 2024. A little bit later than usual on this hashtag Eat Your Vegetables Day. Eat Your Vegetables Day. Monday, the 17th of June, 2024. Positive Candor first in the chat, and also the first person to prove to me that YouTube was again working. I assure you, I was indeed ready to go live at 4 p.m. Eastern, but YouTube was not. I couldn't get on via YouTube via their usual methods. I couldn't get on via OBS. I couldn't get on via StreamYards. I couldn't connect even via directly as a video, as a webcam, directly from YouTube. Every possible method was borked, was not working. It took quite a while. Even Mamo Prey was trying to get on, and sure enough, after fighting and waiting and trying to figure out how to get on, Mamo Prey eventually made it. Mamo Prey went live today for a few seconds, maybe a couple of minutes. So she surprised herself, and she actually did get up there. And then shortly after that, Positive Candor went out with a stream that says something like "Proving Bird Wrong" or something that he could stream. And that is true. By the time it was already past 4:30. He was indeed able to stream. as was Mama Bray. And I'll tell you, a lot of people in the underground, LDG's underground, had tried to stream as well during the time I was reporting the issue, and uh, they were also having problems. So it was pretty clear that there were problems with YouTube, but as to be expected, they were temporary issues, and I didn't know if it was going to be a half hour or a day before it was fixed. Of course, it turned out to be closer to a half hour outage, which in the scheme of things, probably not the end of the world, but I gotta be honest. For somebody who gets so used to being able to go online at a moment's notice, is it's weird. It's weird thinking that, oh my God, I don't know what to do. What if YouTube ever did go away? What would I do? I mean, I posted up on Twitter. I posted that YouTube was broken, but I don't know. I imagine if I had to start streaming from Twitter or streaming from Rumble, eventually people would find me, but I don't know. That thought of starting from scratch again, oh my God. It it didn't go over well, but it is what it is. It is an important day to remember that it will be the lovely Yvette's birthday tomorrow. So let's sing Yvette a very happy birthday if Yvette is still listening. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to the lovely and amazing Yvette. Happy birthday to you. And Mama Bray also yells out happy birthday, Yvette. Positive Candor first in the chat. Yvette says, good evening, Bird, and everyone, good evening and happy birthday to the lovely Yvette. Carlo Albanese says, I thought we were having a Mama Bray stream instead today. Mama Bray would stream, but she was not prepared. She was just trying to see if she could get it working. Yeah, she didn't even have her microphone set up, but I could hear her.
No,
Yeah. She didn't have her earpiece. Mike Richards is hot diggity doo dah damn. Carlo Albanese with Bert O'Prey, Mom O'Prey, Sis O'Prey, Nephew O'Prey, and Sassy, and a hug emoji. Hail, Karoga. Thank you, Carlo. Outlaw Bill says Qapla Bird. Qapla Outlaw Bill, formerly Jedi. Carlo Albanese says, hi, all. I hope everyone is as well as can be. Outlaw Bill says hello to Carlo. Schwario says, Bird 5. Qapla Bird, hope you and the family are doing well today. Thank you, Schwario. Hope you are doing well. Carlo says, hey to Outlaw. Miss Londell's groovy movies, says Qapla. Carlos says, we, the people, need toilet paper. Schwario says, from now on, it's going under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. That means you're going to make a profit. Carlo Albanese says, hail to Dax. Schwario says, we, the people. Matthew Kersenek says, yo, bird, Qapla. Matthew. Carlo Albanese says, I'm guessing you're late because you wouldn't eat your vegetables and Mama Frey wouldn't let you go out and play. No, that is not true. Although Mama Frey does push vegetables on me, she does try to get me to eat my vegetables. That is true. Carlos says, Bird, you should have asked Mama Frey how to stream. I suppose I should have. The multi-gun man says, Bird, hey Bird, how's it going? It's going okay, multi-gun man. Positive Candor says, did you watch House of the Dragon last night? Well, Positive Candor, yes and no. I know season 2 started last night, but I never saw season 1. So I did start last night by watching season 1, episode 1, but then I fell asleep. So I tried to restart it again, where I'd fallen asleep from, and I fell asleep a second time. So I'm probably about halfway through the first episode of the first series. I've got to go back and watch it a third time and start and see how season 1 goes. And maybe if all goes well, I'll watch season 2 after I finish season 1. But I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be very angry with people if this takes a shit. If this series follows the same basic curves as Game of Thrones, which is get good, and then just fall apart in the second to last season, I'll be very angry. Now it's like it's a debate. Like, was it worth watching Game of Thrones in the end? I mean, Game of Thrones gave us several seasons that was top-notch entertainment. But then, was it worth it by the time we got to the end? And I'm not sure it was. I'm really not sure it was. And you're like, well, how could the Red Wedding really be, you're telling me that the Red Wedding and scenes like that were, ruined because 3 years later, they sucked. And you would think, no way, but it's true. And it was. And I'm just not happy. I am not happy. Carlos is hail to Dax. No, we already said that. Jim's Landscape LLC, Commodore Productions says hello, Jim. Multi-government says problems with YouTube. Probably another Rogan cyber attack. Not Rogan cyber attack. Taylor Swift, greater than Disney, Star Wars, MCU, and Doctor Who. and SWMCU and Doctor Who with the turquoise waves. And says hello Taylor Swift. Jim's Landscape says hi to the multi-gun man. Multi-gun man says hi back. Carlos says the Kurogan attack on YouTube is fake news. YouTube is Kuroga. I don't know about that. Um, Positive Candor says use Kick, Twitch, or Rumble, etc. I do have a Kick channel, a Twitch channel, and Rumble, but they're just not the same. Schwario says Birdo Prey 5, if YouTube goes away, you can stream on Rumble. Yeah, and I have a Rumble channel, but it's just not the same. You know, most of the people aren't on Rumble waiting. Forza Jersey with a 25-month Kurogan Orphan super chat says, it's my birthday. I get a Bird of Prey live stream. Winning. Congratulations, Forza. It's your birthday. That means you get a birthday song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Forza Jersey. Happy birthday to you. Congratulations. 25 months as a Kurogan orphan. There are not many orphans make it that far. It's just, they age out. They age out eventually. Get too big for the mind. Jim says, happy birthday to Yvette. I'm sorry, Carlos says happy tomorrow birthday to Yvette. Jim says, check out the Repair 5 trend. Hakeem says, Kick is a good alternate to YouTube. It is. It is. Yvette says, thank you. Bird, you are most welcome. Barlog Bar says, Qapla Bird, happy birthday, Yvette. Qapla Balrog. Balrog. Balrog? I think it's Balrog. Yvette says, thanks to Carlo, and thanks to Jeff. Schwario says, happy hello to Yvette and happy birthday. Jim's Landscape LLC says hi to Yvette. Yvette says, thank you for all the kind birthday wishes. And Schwario puts in a whole bunch of birthday cake. And Balrog is hail to Jim. Arabic Saunders is Qapla Birdo Prey 5. Qapla Arabic. Jim's Landscape says hi to Barlog. Barlog says, AKA Jeff B, my alter ego, Jim. Qapla Jeff B. Jim says, oh my. Arabic Saunders says, it's your birthday, Yvette. Happy birthday. Technically, her birthday is tomorrow. Captain Fandom Nerd says, hello, Bird. How are you? Doing okay, Cap. Doing okay. Hope you are. Jim's Landscape says, hey to Captain Fandom Nerd. Pop Culture Curator says, hello, guys. Hello, Pop. Outlaw Bill says, happy birthday to Yvette. And we got some poker a heart, a number one, cowboy, a blue heart, and some red roses. Pop culture curators is happy. It says Qapla bird. Hope you and the family are doing well. Thank you, Pop. I hope you are doing well. Forza Jersey says, it's my birthday. I got a bird life. Winning, indeed. Indeed. Sean Carter says, greetings, everyone. Greetings to Pop Culture Curator. Captain Phantom Nerd says hi to Jim's Landscaping. Resolute Germ says, hello, all. Carlos says, hey, happy birthday, Forza. Forza says, thanks, Bird. And thanks, guys. You are most welcome, Forza. Pop Culture Curator says, good to see you. And Sean. Forza says, happy birthday to Yvette. And Jim says, happy birthday to Yvette as well, with a whole bunch of custom emojis, not custom, but emojis for cake and cupcakes and pie and ice cream and deliciousness. Barlarg, Barf says, Lowell guessing Bird is not into Token. No, I never, not only did I never read Token, I hated the fucking Lord of the Rings movie. I left the theater for like 3 hours, not realizing that just how fucking long that first movie was. It was ridiculously long, and I hated every minute I was in the theater. I disliked it more and more. I just left and finally was playing all the fucking video games and shit in the movie theater. And I couldn't imagine how much longer the movie was. And I went to like the guy who takes the tickets, and I'm like, how long is this movie anyway? And he's like, well, there's like 2 hours left. I almost shit myself. Like, I was like, what? 2 hours? I thought he was joking. And I had to go up to the front, and I was looking at I was like, holy shit, he's not. It was like playing in like 5 theaters in this multiplex. And like each one, yeah, there was like 5 hours between the starts. It didn't make any sense to me. Like, I went there with a friend who also thought it sucked, but he stayed in to watch it. We both agreed that it was so bad that they were going to have to make the future movies that were scheduled to come out. We both assumed they'd be going right to DVD. And yet somehow, after we saw it, he was all into watching the next one. And he changed his mind after seeing it again or whatever, realizing that I was one of the very few people who hated it. He changed his mind, and he decided he was going to watch the next one. And I was thinking, why would I watch the next one? How bad could the first one have been for me to never watch another one again? And that was as bad as it was. So I was like, no, I'm never going to watch another one of these. But he did, and now he's one of you people who is always telling me I need to give it another chance. Like, nobody was telling me to give it another chance when I was in the movie theater playing skee ball or whatever just to waste my time so I could not have to watch it in the theater. Captain Fandom Nerd, a 27-month Garogan orphan, says Mamo Pray had a great stream. Thank you, Captain Fandom. Mamo Pray is very, very happy to hear that. Forza Jersey says thanks to Carlo. Jim's Landscape says hey to Pop and to Resolute. Captain Fandom Nerd says happy 30th birthday to Yvette. I don't know if it's Yvette's 30th birthday, but I think we can go with it. Bob Culture Curator says, I'm doing good, thanks. How about you, to Jim? Jim is doing good as well. Carlo Albanese says, I paid for it. I'm saying to get my money's worth. If you paid for it, it's like what? Like the never-ending story? You're gonna pay to get your money's worth? Pop Culture Curator says, I'm glad to hear Jim's Landscape Commodore Productions. Balrog Barf says, well, on the positive side, we got a bird anti-token rant. It's not a rant, it's just a truth. The truth is, I hate token. Philo Albanese says, you can't see Phantasm without seeing the second straight after. Forza Jersey says, I made the mistake to go see the first Lord of the Rings movie on New Year's Day. After not sleeping the night before partying, I passed out during it and woke up to the trippy scene changes. Took me a decade. Took me a decade to watch it. Interesting. You know what bugged me were their feet. Like they're fucking hairy feet. I don't need to see a movie with visibly and noticeably hairy feet. That's like what's the point? Carlo Albanese says the never-ending story ended, and Atreya, how upsetting. Forza Jersey says Lord of the Rings, good, just prefer sci-fi like Star Trek. Yvette says thanks again, everyone, for the kind birthday wishes, and would love to be 30 again. Thank you for the flattery. Positive Candor says, what do you think about Paul Giamatti being cast in the Star Trek Academy series? Who's Paul Giamatti? I'll be honest, I don't know who that is, but I'll Google it. I will Google it and we'll check here momentarily. The multi-gunman says hashtag Karogan feet are hairy. Not all of them, although I am getting more hair on my feet, so that's good. Hakeem says the large hair feet get on my nerves too. Yeah, okay, let's see who is Paul Giamatti. I don't recognize this guy. Paul Giamatti joins Star Trek Starfleet Academy as main villain. Variety by Adam B. Barry. Set phasers to stun. In another casting coup, the upcoming Paramount Plus series, Star Trek Starfleet Academy, has cast Emmy winner and multiple Oscar nominee Paul Giamatti in a reoccurring guest role as the first season's main villain, who has a sinister connection to the past of one of the yet-to-be cast cadets. Giamatti joined Holly Hunter, who Variety exclusively reported in May is boarding Starfleet Academy as the Academy's captain and chancellor. Sometimes you're lucky enough to discover that one of the greatest actors alive is also a huge Star Trek fan. And Paul was one of those miraculous moments. Was also a huge Star Trek fan. Both of those miraculous moments for us. Said co-showrunner Alex Kurtzman and Noga Landau in a statement. The sheer delight with which he dove on Starfleet Academy is only surpassed by the gratitude. It was only surpassed by the gratitude we feel about him joining our incredible cast. While Star Trek shows have always featured an impressive array of acting talent, rarely has a Trek show launched with quite this much star power, underlying how much a priority Starfleet Academy has become for Paramount Plus, CBS Studios, and Kurtzman's secret hideout. While the show begins shooting in Toronto later this summer, it will include the largest contiguous set ever constructed for a Star Trek series, an academic atrium spanning 2 stories with an amphitheater, classrooms, a mess hall, idyllic walkway lined with trees. As the title suggests, the series will chronicle the lives of the Academy's cadets, from their academic and romantic pursuits to contending with the newest adversary to endanger the peace and prosperity of the United Federation of Planets. Producers are said to be seeking emerging talent for the younger cast. And of course, it only makes sense that the Academy is where they have to solve the crisis that's going to destroy the galaxy. Why would you have experienced crews when you can give it to the Academy to deal with? Giamatti's prolific career launched in the 1990s with a series of supporting roles, often punched well above their weight in terms of impact for screen time, including My Best Friend's Wedding and Saving Private Ryan. He subsequently won widespread critical acclaim, 2003's American Splendor, 2004's Sideways, and 2005 Cinderella Man. Hey, you want to know 3 movies I never saw? That's right, 2003's American Splendor, 2004's Sideways, and 2005's Cinderella Man. Of course, I did see Saving Private Ryan, but none of those others. An Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor. Most recently earned an Oscar nomination for Best Actor in his serio-comic performance in 2023's The Holdovers. Another movie I've never seen. Giamatti has also amassed a considerable career on TV, from 2008 HBO miniseries John Adams, which I never saw, for which he won an Emmy, to the recently concluded Showtime drama series Billions, to which I've only seen a couple of episodes, and HBO's Europe's Spanish horror series 30 Coins, to which I've never seen. Along with Kurtzman and Landau, Starfleet Academy's executive producers include Gaia Violo, Aaron Byers, Ola Sanami, Jenny Lumet, Rod Roddenberry, Trevor Roth, Frank Siracauser, and John Weber. Violo wrote the series premiere. Giamatti is represented by UTA, Hipperman Management, and Sloan Off. Sloan. Interesting. I guess Starfleet Academy. It's a real thing. It's a real thing. Okay, it is June 17th. Holidays. National Eat Your Vegetables Day. Whether you're digging into your salad or trying kale for the first time, celebrate those veggies. It's also Take Your Cat to Work Day. Yeah, that would not work out well. There's a reason cats like to stay home. I don't think they want to go into the big buildings. In big buildings, they don't want your cats. Okay, if you can't smoke in a building, you shouldn't be able to bring the cat into the building either. It's Bunker Hill Day. Bunker Hill Day is a celebration of the sacrifices made by the heroes at Bunker Hill. The Battle of Bunker Hill. Commemoration of General Don Martin Miguel de Gumes. I don't know what that is. He played a decisive role in the triumphs during the Argentine Revolution. It is Eid-e-Qurban to all our Muslim brothers and sisters around the world. Happy Eid-e-Qurban. Are those camels, sheep? A white sheep and a black sheep? I don't understand. Global Garbage Man Day. Celebrate Global Garbage Man Day by offering smiles and appreciation to these hard workers. Iceland Independence Day. Iceland Independence Day is a celebration of the country's freedom from Denmark. You remember the day Iceland got its freedom from that country, Denmark, that used to claim that owned it. It still claims it owns Greenland. We've got to fix that. We got to fix that. One day we will come to Greenland's defense. And we can we can fix it. Greenland will be independent again, and then it can become part of the United States, like it was destined to be. National Apple Strudel Day. Hey, Mama Bray, you know it's Apple Strudel Day? National Dump the Pump Day. Do our part for the environment and the future generations. This Dump the Pump Day. They're meaning dump the gas pump. I guess they mean go with an electric car. I mean, you still need fuel to make the electricity for the electric car, but if you don't do it in front of your face, I guess it's better. National Mascot Day. Mascots bring luck, encourage participation, and make events more enjoyable for everyone. And if you watch The Boys season 4, you'll find out that Vought Industries has a new mascot. I'm not going to ruin the surprise, but you've seen her before. National Mason Day. Today's Masons may not work with stone, but they're still gifted at creating things. That's interesting. Like a mason jar. National Stewart's Root Beer Day. Grab a glass or two of Stewart's Root Beer classics to honor the day. Oh, it's root beer. Quark wants you to try it. It's an earth drink. Root beer. It's insidious. You know, the more you drink it, the more you learn to like, just like the Federation. I hate root beer. I don't think I'll ever like it, but maybe if I keep drinking it, I'll learn to like it. I don't know.
I like root beer. But
you like root beer, Mama Bray?
drinking things feel good to me.
It's no good for you. Oh, the same reason you don't buy Pepsi.
And there's no way I'm drinking anything with force. Whatever you call that.
Yeah, no fake sugar. I don't know. It just seems like root beer would be a healthier alternative than Pepsi. I feel like it's not nearly as good as Pepsi, though. It's got to be better for you. And it's older than Pepsi, right? So it feels like they're. It's Nursing Assistance Day. Let us do our best to make this day extra special for our nursing assistants. Oh my God. We are having lots of troubles in that area, people. Doesn't fucking make any sense. By law, it says right on the fucking form, Social Security websites and Homeland Security, that you want to hire somebody you can, all they need, that passport. A passport is sufficient proof that they're eligible to work. Plus, they know their social security number. It's on their fucking passport.
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
It's not on your passport?
No, I don't. The passport itself,
The passport.
it works. And if you know your social security number, they put it into a website, SSN something, and it verifies that, you know, who you are.
Yeah. We're having trouble.
A lot.
We're having a lot of trouble trying to get the people hired who need to take care of me. And it's just so fucking stupid. It is literally so stupid. Because it says right on the fucking paperwork that X or Y are both allowed in place of Z. And the company we're dealing with says no, they absolutely need both X and Y, not X or Y. And it's like, no, it says it here. And they're being fucking assholes. Fucking assholes. Uh, the multi-gun man says, I got not so big a surprise for everyone. There's a 99% Starfleet Academy is going to suck ass big time, just like Discovery and Picard. Admiral Teague says he won't like Star Trek after what they will do for him. Forza Jersey says, Carlo, I see what you did there. Pop Culture Curious says, of course, another shit show with a washed up has been. Reoccurring character means more bad writing, season-long episodes with no conclusions. Mr. Lone Dallas, it sounds like they're concentrating on everything but the actual storyline. How many of you are going to be foolish enough to watch it? I freaking won't. Carlo Albanese says Red Squad. Yeah. We give it to Red Squad to handle. Hakeem says it sounds like they're going all out for this new series. I hope it's something decent, but I doubt it. Sean Carter waves to Admiral Teague. Not Ryan Johnson says, why is Bird talking about saving Ryan's private? That was different. That was a different movie. Like, you heard of the HBO series The Sopranos? My college friends thought for my birthday I would enjoy the DVD called The Sopranos, which was basically a Tony Soprano looking guy getting it on with his therapist, his Melfi looking therapist for 45 minutes. Let me tell you, they did not do a great job in casting either Tony or Melfi. But I did not get any feeling like it was actually Tony and her. Mike Richards says, don't ask, don't tell. Gorilla's Random Thoughts is, damn it, Bird, you switch links. What do you mean I switch links? Hakeem says, The Boys is dead to me. I'll stick with the original comics. I never read the comics, but yeah, the first couple of seasons of The Boys was good. This fourth season, it's floundering. Miss Lundell says, I loved root beer as a kid. Haven't had any in years, but I still like it. Barlog says Quark hated root beer too. It's insidious. It's insidious. Carlo Albanese says everything in moderation. Hakeem says Barak root beer was delicious from the fountain, but haven't had any in years. Haven't seen it in years. Stan Lee says, sorry, I'm tardy. Stan Lee, don't worry about it. The whole YouTube system was tardy. I couldn't stream for an hour. Gorilla's Random Thoughts says, uh-oh. Egg size hail just south of me. Oh, be careful there, Gorilla. Stanley says, Hakeem, yeah. I got pissed when they did a big promotion for the Hero-gasm episode of the TV show, but then severely reduced the event from the comic. Stanley says, Hakeem, Black Noir didn't even give him Yugi the thumbs up. Mike Richards says, forget the orphans. Kuroga needs to recruit nurses. That's true. Stanley says, Hakeem, it went from a week-long tropical island hedonism celebration to a crappy house party in the suburbs. Stanley says, I skipped the Sopranos TV show for a while, assumed it was about a band or something. Lowell. Like Glee. Oh my God. No, it wasn't anything like Glee. Hakeem says, Stanley, it was hard to watch. I still have episode 3 to go to. They like turning crap. I don't even care to watch it anymore. Stanley says, Hakeem, root beer is good. Has anyone tried Brio Chianto? Gorilla says, Bird, if Toy enjoyed The Sopranos, then you would love The Sopranos. If you enjoyed The Sopranos, you would love Deep Throat 9. Oh my God. I can only imagine. I can't get it out of my head now. Oh no. Oh no. Stanley says they only holds it at pizza places. Think it's actually made in Canada, but it's supposed to be Italian. Hakeem says, isn't that an Italian drink? What, root beer? Oh, Brio Brio Chinalto If that's an Italian drink, I've never heard of it. It might well be. It might well be, but if it is, it's one I never heard of. Okay, let's checking the news. U.S. Surgeon General wants social media warning labels. Sure, why not? U.S. Surgeon General calls for tobacco-style warning labels for social media. Biden administration gets official rare Republican praise. Oh wow! What's what could have caused this? Biden admin official gets rare Republican praise. Republican Tennessee Senator Marsha Blackburn gave rare praise to a Biden official on Monday after the U.S. Surgeon General called on Congress to require social media platforms to display health warnings. Of course. You know, why I'm calling on the warning label on U.S. social media platforms. Surgeon General Vivek Murthy, who was nominated by President Joe Biden in 2020, explains how social media has become an increasingly contributing factor in affecting the mental health in young people. I got a hint. It's not just young people. It's not just.
Mental health of anybody in a good way also.
That's true. It could be affecting mental health in a good way, says Mama Frey.
Speaking to friends online may make you better.
Diddy has officially returned his key to New York City. Yeah. Need a key to the city. It's going to come to arrest me. Elected officials protest latest New York City plan to move migrants into Staten Island Church. Yeah. Staten Island doesn't want your migrants. New York City building inspector pleads guilty to accepting bribes. Oh, who would have thought? Let's see. NASA Boeing to discuss Starliner mission. Yeah, did you hear, Mama Frey?
No.
The thin rocket they sent up, it's stuck at the space station. There's so many leaks, they don't know if it'll ever be able to return back to Earth.
Oh my.
So they got to try to figure out what they're going to do. The people were supposed to come home already.
Yeah.
They're still up there. Star Trek confirms Nog's post-Dominion War fate. No, they don't. They can't confirm it lest they come out with a movie or a TV show. So I don't want to click on this and I'm going to get a fucking comic book or something. But I have to. I've got to see what are they going to fucking say. Nog's journey from criminal to war hero is a highlight in Star Trek history, with Sons of Star Trek III delving into his post-Dominion War assignment. Yeah, okay. Okay, bullshit doesn't mean anything. Rules Big Bang Theory cast had to follow on set. Probably don't fucking, anyway, whatever. Oh no. Unilad. William Shatner says he doesn't have a friend left and will die alone. Wait, didn't he always say he always knew he would die alone? I don't know if he doesn't have a wife. He had several wives. They tended to die. A wife at the moment? Is he still married? Married again? He was married. I mean, he was married after his previous wife died. William Shatner says he doesn't have a friend left and will, quote, die alone. Star Trek actor William Shatner has insisted he has no true friends as he reflects on life in an interview. Now, you see, that would have been a more interesting interview than the fucking, what was it? The not the shuttle pod show. That one fell apart. The decon chamber, which is the follow-up to the shuttle pod show with Dominic Keating and whatever, Malcolm Reed and Trip Tucker. They actually put out a new episode last night, which had a writer from TNG and DS9 and Enterprise. And now that even though it was a writer I'd never heard of, it was a much better show than anything they've done all so far. It was the 5th show of the new series, and they started with Shatner, and Shatner was quite the letdown. And then they had Terry Farrell, who was pretty good. Then they had fucking Discovery actress who was terrible. And they had this guy last night. He was actually pretty good. He was really good. I'd never heard of him, but he was talking at least somewhat about Star Trek. So it was cool to listen to. Anyway, so Shatner interview. William Shatner made a heartbreaking admission as he reflected on his life and career in a new interview. For many fans, Shatner is the embodiment of Star Trek. The actor starred as Captain James T. Kirk in the original 60s TV series and 7 Star Trek movies, so he has been around for quite a while. He has had a wealth of success, and he still interacts with the active Star Trek community, much to the delight of fans. However, in a recent interview, the star made a shocking claim. The 93-year-old actor spoke to SFX magazine in the latest edition and says he doesn't have a real friend. The actor got very philosophical as he questioned his relationships and even went as far to say he is likely going to die alone. The actor got very philosophical as he questioned his relationships and even went as far to say he's likely going to die alone. He said, I've come to the conclusion that everybody is lonely. When you get older, you think, my God, all those people I knew and I thought were friends are dead. I'm alone. I'm going to die alone. However, the star went on to say that most people ignore this point. He added that it was so scary, people don't address it more readily. He continued, you ignore it. You fill it, life, with wine, women, or song. I think of all the meals I ate alone and the theater companies when I was alone. I drank an odd beer, but the other actors would get drunk and be in a haze the next day. I didn't do that. I was not with the drinking crowd, but I'd wonder, what are they doing? They're drinking and laughing, but I wasn't ready to drop that mask of I don't care. If that's what friendship is, I don't want to do that. It's a waste of my time. This isn't the first time the actor has reflected on his own mortality. In 2023, Shatner released the documentary You Can Call Me Bill that took a deep dive into his life and career. Speaking to Variety about the documentary, he admitted that he was aware that he didn't have long left to live. He said, I've turned down a lot of offers to do documentaries before, but I don't want to have long to live. But I don't have long to live. Whether I kneel over as I'm speaking to you or 10 years from now, my time is limited. So that's very much a factor. I've got grandchildren. This documentary is a way of reaching out after I die. Death is abrupt. My wife's brother walked out of the living room and into the bedroom. There was a thud. His wife walked in and he was dead. Death comes anew to all of us. That is it. And then there's an article with the title, Woman Who Married Man with Same Age, Ed Name as Her Dad insists she doesn't have daddy issues. I guess that's the picture of her husband, and that's the picture of her dad. It just looks like the same guy wearing glasses. Oh my God. Man, they really got you. Try to trick you into staying on their website and keep clicking. Xi says U.S. is trying to trick China into invading Taiwan. Won't work. Sure we are. A heat wave not seen in a decade will send temperatures soaring. Oh, that's Donald Prey is still super cold. The morning after, Apple may be planning thinner iPhones, MacBooks, and watches. Wall Street Journal to give legal status to immigrant spouses of U.S. citizens. Cicada super fans eat the bugs. Why do they keep wanting us to eat bugs? This is what I really hate. This is what It's the most disgusting part about the coming new world. They want us to eat the fucking bugs. Invasive insect breed is a serious threat to America's wine. See, that's the people are afraid that their wine is going to get. They want us. They, they want us to eat the bugs. Let's see. Every NYC classroom will have air conditioning during heat wave. Oh, well, that's nice. I mean, I used to go to school. We didn't have air conditionings in our school. But
Okay, I'll explain.
New York City bill could cover in vitro. Are animals conscious? Some scientists now think they are. Searching for a female partner for the world's loneliest plant. Are animals conscious? Oh, Charles Darwin enjoys near godlike status among scientists for his theory of evolution, but his ideals are conscious the same way humans have long been shunned until now. There is no fundamental difference between man and animal in their ability to feel pleasure and pain, happiness and misery, Darwin wrote. But his suggestion that animals think and feel was seen as scientific heresy among many, if not most, animal behavior experts. Attributing consciousness to animals based on their responses was seen as a cardinal sin. The argument went that projecting human traits, feelings, and behaviors onto animals had no scientific basis, and there was no way of testing what goes on in an animal's mind. Bull fucking shit. Bull fucking shit. I challenge any scientist to look sassy in the eye and watch her get so excited to see somebody, a loved one, or food, or she just bullshit. She certainly can experience pleasure of eating, pleasure of having fun, of playing with somebody that she recognizes. This is total bullshit.
That's good. On the other end of the email. The rent's yes. All right. Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
There we go. Mike Richards says, well, that certainly should be. Darth Maul, some bullshit. Glad Shatner got to experience space. He's outlived most of his friends. Yeah. Anti-Derp Jill says, I'm glad to see the live stream started working for you again. I've never seen YouTube go out like that. Yeah, it was a weird one. Darth Maul says, I'd love to hear my food squeak and squeal before I cook it. Mike Richards says, Ohio is under a heat advisory all week. 8 days of 95F. Jesus. Sorry to hear that, Mike. Hope you have some good AC. Antidote Jill says, they want us to eat bugs all they want, but I will only eat accidental ones that have always ended up in candy bars and other processed things. Not going to eat them on purpose. Mr. Lundell's Groovy Movies says the bugs are going to be for us peasants. Rich people will still be able to eat steak, chicken, fish, etc. Hakeem says there was a new YouTube update. That's probably why it went down. 47 Yorktown says, hello, young sir. Hello, 47. Darth Maul says, leaving near many cow farms. They have a philosophical side to their life. Carlos says, are animals like us? Living among cow farms, says Darth Maul. Living near many cow farms. They do have a philosophical side to their life. What about plants, says Carl Albanese? Plants are alive too. Yeah, and there are scientists who claim they can hear plants scream when they get cut. As if like we should stop eating plants. Causes, but do they think, do they feel, do they understand consequences? Probably not. Not to understand consequences. Antidote Jill says, I'm in Texas. I don't foresee anybody agreeing to give up meat ever. Yeah, I mean, see, that's the whole thing about nature. Like, it's fucked up. Okay, I mean, so many animals have to eat other animals to survive. I mean, there's wolves and shit. They have to eat deers. Why should a cute little deer, a cute baby deer, need to be ripped apart while it's still alive and digested by fucking wolves? And then the wolves literally get covered in blood and their face is full of blood. And they're ripping apart a fucking baby deer to eat so that they can survive. That is fucked up. But that's how God created it, right? That's what we're told. We're told God created the animals, and that's how he made it. And, it's just the way things are. And you can't do anything about it. Like, what are you supposed to do? You can't go around feeding the wolves fucking vegetarian food. You can't fix it. That's the way it is. And I was like, I don't want to live in a world where that's the way it is, but what other choice do we have? Sassy hasn't been laid. She hates you for that, says Darth Maul. She is, that's true. Sassy. I don't know what may or may not have happened when she's been out of sight, but I don't know. Mike Richards is 3 words written larger than the rest. Bull fucking shit. Mr. Lundell's Ruby Movie says, you'd lose that challenge. Humans are bad about projecting their emotions on dogs and cats. And that's what people seem to toss out the window. John Araki gifted 5 more memberships. Thank you so much, John Araki. Stanley says, Bird, yet people are against hurting the dumb. John Araki gifted to Cody Guy, Barlog Barf, Space Kissing Her, Roosters, and Sci-Fi Sith Dan. We're all gifted memberships by John Araki. Thank you, John. Stan Lee says, do they think the deer will live a long, healthy life and die of old age with a large family? Well, that's what I want it to do, Stan Lee. I don't want to hear that they have to be eaten by wolves. I want the deers to live long, happy, and I want the rabbits. I want the rabbits to live long, happy lives. I don't want to see them fucking picked up by birds, dropped in their nest, just to, oh my God. It's sickening. It's sickening, but that's the world we live in. That is the world we live in. You're either eat or you're being eaten. Darth Maul says veal is newborn deer. That is no, we're not going. We're not going down that road. Arabic Sanders says plants respond to music. Andrew of Jill says, I've heard of a vegan couple who almost killed their cat trying to make it eat like they do. The vets fed the kitten meat, but I think the cat needs new owners. Yeah. Carla Albanese says, I love the pet treat on TV with dogs and cats, and they always choose the meat. Gorilla's Random Thoughts says, Bird, you skipped a bunch of chats. Oh, let me go back and see. Let's see. Let's see. I read the skip the Sopranos. I guess I might have skipped some chats, but they didn't have at Birdo Prey 5. Sorry. Arabic Sanders says root beer floats are good. Carl Albanese says warning, the truth might hurt. Carlos says positive post for positive mindset worldwide. Carlos says accepting bribes. That's top-notch Boeing construction for you. SpaceX to the rescue. That's what I'm guessing it's going to be. They're going to need SpaceX to come rescue those Boeing passengers. Carlos is Kirk in space. Darth Maul says George Takei is the only friend. I don't think. Hakeem says him and George should hug it out. Darth Maul says they're lovers, we just don't know. Lowell says Hakeem. Arabic Sanders says, oh my. Carlo Albanese says, sometimes money isn't everything. Or James Randy Kirk is now known by his friends. Hakeem says he doesn't look 93. He's aged better than Picard. Carlos says going to space changed him. Well, that certainly cheered me up, says Mike Richards. Darth Maul says, some bullshit. Okay. I think I read those. Darth Maul says, I love to hear my food squeak and squeal. I read that. Carlos says, tube grubs. Okay. There we go. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I read all those. 47 Yorktown. Hello, young sir. Pretty sure I read that. Stan Lee says, know how many rabbits and rodents get killed when vegetable fields are harvested? Stan Lee says veganism is murder. Mike Richards says 1 rabbit plus 1 rabbit equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rabbits. Carlo Albanese got some sort of food emoji, soup, burger, barbecue. Can't read. I'm quite a distance from the monitor. Anti-Drew Jill says, excuse me. No worries, Jill. Mike Richards is laughing. Anti-Drew Jill puts up a bunch of tribbles. She says, that's Gorilla's Random Thoughts says, I want to know who loves you more, your dog or your wife. Lock them both in the trunk for an hour and see who is happy to see you when you let them out. Yep. Arabic says, are those tribbles? Lol, Jill. Carlo Albanese says, we beam them to the Klingons, sir. We beam them to the Klingons. Anti Jill says, yes, they are member emojis. They're Arabic, Sonder. Arabic says, I found them. And Carlo Albanese also found the custom tribble emojis. Arabic Sonder says, tube grubs sound hearty. And Gorilla is saying YouTube is censoring him. 800 number. Hello. Oh, you got it, Mom?
No.
Oh, shit. I hung up. It was the New York Independent Assessor's Office. It was an 800 number. I thought it was a scam. I don't know. It was an automated number. You call it? I'm not doing anything. Are you going to call it, or you want me to dial it back?
I'm on.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I thought it was
Honey,
yeah.
please pick up the phone.
Okay.
Hello? Yes.
Hello?
Oh, I got a joke.
Okay.
We just received a call from this number and we accidentally hit off instead of on.
We actually hung up.
He
You want me to pick up?
Joe, pick up. He's the
Hello.
He's the patient.
Hello, I'm Charlie McKee for Electrolux. And this is an America that used to be. A time when companies brought vacuum cleaners to your home because that's the best place to judge a vacuum. Today, few companies do that. But Electrolux still does, because your home is still the best place to see why Electrolux is better. So open your door to Electrolux. Electrolux, your home is the best place to see why we're better.
Kodak introduces the extraordinary Kodamatic trim print instant color film. Unlike the ordinary instant print, the extraordinary trim print lets you lift off the image to capture the color just the way you like it. And now look how slim I am. I slip easily into places the ordinary bulky instant doesn't fit. So you can keep me in style here in your album with your regular pictures. You can trim me. Watch it. And I'm so thin you can put me where you couldn't put an ordinary instant picture. You can show me off. You can do all kinds of things with me that you can't do with an ordinary instant picture. Here I am, with the new Kodamatic trim print instant color film.
Anyone can do extraordinary things, but he didn't tell you trim print is only for Kodamatic instant cameras.
He didn't tell him it's only from Kodak.
What?
You didn't tell him it was only from Kodak.
Extraordinary.
Thank you. Trim print, the extraordinary new instant color film from Kodak.
Sears gives your casual wardrobe a fresh spring look with this week's Wardrobe Essentials sale. First denim jeans now just $9.99. So comfortable they feel as good as they fit. And you save $4. Add a lively spring shirt for just $5.99. Easy care and you save $3. Shirts in assorted solids and prints. These Wardrobe Essentials are on sale through Saturday. For super savings like these, you can count on Sears.
Beautiful drink. Tap Cola for beautiful people. Tap Cola. You're beautiful to me. Real cola tastes just 1 calorie. Tap Cola. What a beautiful drink. Tap Cola for beautiful people. Tap Cola. It's beautiful to be so good and sugar-free. Tap.
Read about tennis tots, political posters, and the miniseries Shogun, all in the new issue of TV Guide magazine.
Ohayo, buddy. Wow, scrambled egg muffin, hash potato, hot cake. Wow! あれ大変だここかなこっちかよしここだあれもうおいしい笑顔マクドナルドみんなもおいでよ
37 years ago, Club Med made a special arrangement with civilization. Send us your frazzled, you're crazed, you're beleaguered, you're burnt out, you're overburdened, you're tension-riddled, and we'll send you back a human being.
I I've been on my feet 6 hours. You know how I feel? I feel
like dancing. Sorry about that, guys. We got a phone call I had to take, and it was not a great call. Okay. Let's see. Gorilla says YouTube is censoring him and he wants to rant. Carlos says, oh, there are tribbles. I thought they were Donald Trump's hair. No. Be more orange. Mike Richards is tribble kebab. Scam or spam, says Carlo. Both. Carlo says, Sunday. Bird will pray 5 might eat the out-of-date spam. Mom will pray safe for us. And Carlo says, intermission. What? No ads? Andrew Jill says, I thought the spam was too high up to reach. It is. Carlo gives a thumbs up. Mike Richards says, tell them that solar panels cause cancer. Captain Phantom Nerd says, thanks for the ads. Carlo Albanese says, we have jetpacks now, so nothing is out of reach. Karogan jetpacks, now with fuel, spelled wrong. Andrew Jill says, I need to do this for my channel too, in case I ever in case I'm ever by myself on a panel. It helps. I hope I don't overuse it. Electrolux, now owned by China, says Darth Maul. Arabic Sounder says extraordinary, fascinating. FKHC 2005 says eat your vegetables and drink your Ovaltine. Carlo Albanese says, wow, it's a new ad. I'm not that new. Arabic Sounder says, what are tennis tots? What are tennis tots? I don't know. That's a good question. FKHC 2005 says that Japanese McDonald's ad takes me back. Glass bottles for the win, says Carlo. Daniel's Hot Topic says, I wish I could go back in time and eat my veggies all the time, all the day. All day. Arabic Sanders says, a human being who wants those. Sentai Ranger Donnie, say hashtag save the Power Rangers. Says hello, Bird and everyone, and all. Hope everyone weekend was well, despite the Netflix series reboot of the Power Rangers being as scraped as Skydance Paramount merger. Sorry about that. And says hello to Anti-Drew Jill, Arabic Sander, and Darth Maul. Mike Richards' Karogan Jetpacks, another fine product from Birdco. Arabic Sander says Jolan True to Donnie. JP's is eat your vegetables, all you little Hulkamaniacs. Anyway. Let's go back to Dearba. See what's going on. Here we go. Dearba, happy Eat Your Vegetables Day. There are many uses on these vitamin-rich foods, but there's a list for what certain vegetables and fruits symbolize. Spinach. Do you have a secret crush? In Japan, spinach is a symbol of a secret love. People would wrap presents in spinach green leaf paper as an expression of passion. Garlic, it may seem like an odd choice for romance, but in China it symbolizes luck and fertility. It's also used as an
Excuse me, Joe.
yes.
I got the right number back. I gave you the wrong number.
It's also used as an aphrodisiac by ancient Chinese. Strawberries. In the Victorian language of flowers, the strawberry represents perfection. A double strawberry will bring you love. Legend has it that by breaking a double strawberry in half and sharing it with another person, you will fall in love with the other person. Unfortunately, we don't have time to read this entire article, but it's there for anybody who wants to Google it. Dear Bob, does Karoga have a mascot? Sure. It's got Garfield. Garfield often pops up in Karogan broadcasts. Dear Joe, I hear that you're a big fan of our little show, and I wonder if you'd be interested in working with us. In particular, I'm looking for a stand-in to do scary stuff for me so I don't get hurt. Since our hairstyle and head shapes are very similar, the producers of Star Trek, Starfleet Academy have approved my offer for you to take this role. We can offer a very solid healthcare package, flexible vacation package, and a 401k, invest in Paramount and Warner Brothers. Salary is $100 per show you make an appearance. Call me soon if you're interested. Sincerely, Paul Giamatti. No, $100 an episode is significantly too little. Dear Joe, I would like to apply for the position you have available. I have my PhD in brain and genital defect. Perfect for what you are seeking. I would love to come over and meet you and Mom will pray and discuss my contract. Is tonight at midnight okay? Looking forward to seeing you soon. Joseph Bengali. No, thank you. Dear Bopper, Charles Elmer Hires here. So you hate root beer, eh? Well, how about I give you one right in the kisser there, Pally. Don't you know that root beer has been proven to improve your brain cognition, strengthen your heart function, and make your little pecker stand at attention for hours? You will never need Viagra again, laddie. Can I send you your first case of Hires root beer and then get started on a monthly subscription to receive a case a month? Each case is only $125, including shipping and handling. I'll get you started as soon as you send us your credit card number. Thank you. Chucky Hires. If only. Dear Bobster, Will Shatner here. I watch your show every Monday and Friday, and I think you are a very interesting guy and sort of funny. Would you like to be friends? I could sure use a friend. That soy boy loser, George Takei, keeps calling me and trying to be a friend. And to put it bluntly, I don't like guys who are light in the loafers. You aren't light in the loafers, are you? If not, let's connect, and I can regale you with some amazing stories of when I gave Nichelle Nichols a literal spanking on her bare bottom on the set of the TOS show. Man, she had some nice can. Anyway, talk to you soon. Will. Thank you. Chucky Hires. First, we all know that would have been Bill. If it was Bill, we don't know who the hell will. Dear Bob, I would like to host a migrant family, but please make it a hot mama and some amazing senoritas. Please send them my way, as I have plenty of room in my Florida casa. They can stay for free as long as they keep me happy. Thank you, LDG. I don't think that's the way LDG writes. But, if the government did offer, migrants via some sort of, physical looks, like a Tinder app, and you could swipe left or swipe right for the ones you would take or not take. I think would go a good way to solving the migrant crisis. Using technology to solve the problems rather than not. But anyway, guys, I unfortunately have to go quickly. So Qapla all, sorry for the delay. Bird out.